I don't want to get Helen sick.
I think it's going to be okay. Something tells me it's going to be okay.
She's not sick, is she?
No,
Okay.
but she's strong.
Ah.
Grace Potter, welcome to eTown. We've been thinking about this and talking about this for a long time.
Yeah.
Band sounds great. You're singing well, playing great.
Thank you.
Must be fun. You guys are having fun.
Oh, we're having too much fun.
Tell us a little bit about your hometown of Waitsfield, Vermont. So what kind of a place is that?
I think I'm lucky to have come from a place that has more entrepreneurs than, people who clock in every day,
Right.
working for the man. So I kind of learned how to not work for the man. I became my own man.
Yeah, not yet, actually.
No, I mean, not technically. That would be weird.
That would be weird, yeah.
Not in this dress. But that's really where I come from. It breeds that sort of self-promotion, but not in a bad way.
It's sort of a ski town in the wintertime.
Yeah, very artistic.
Yeah.
Lots of skiing, although, I don't know. Colorado skiing and Vermont skiing are two very different things.
That's
I don't
right.
even know if they're in the same category.
They're different.
But, I was a tele skier, and my dad is quite the mogul expert himself.
Yeah.
So.
Did I hear you grew up in a commune or kind of a communal living situation?
There was no one else there except my family, but we just built a lot of buildings, so it looked like there should have been more people there. But my parents are artists, and so every time they had a new enterprise, they would build a new building for the enterprise, and then as the enterprise came and went, I got to take over the building.
Oh, cool. Expansion.
Me and the band, we all moved into Potterville, actually.
Oh, that's cool. Was there a lot of music in your household when you were growing up, and did you start playing early?
I did. My mom was a piano teacher. My
cool.
father plays the trumpet and sings, and I actually have my great uncle Spiegel Wilcox was an old Dixieland trombone player.
Oh, wow. What a great name.
Spiegel Wilcox.
That's an awesome...
He was the only pro, though. Like, no one else could make a living at it except him, but he did it beautifully.
That's cool.
He died at 96 with a gig the day before and a gig planned the day after.
Oh, there you go.
I'm planning on doing the same thing.
Yeah, we're after it. That's what we want. And you went to college, is it St. Lawrence in way upstate New York?
Way upstate New York.
Yeah.
Might as well be Canada.
Right. And
Yeah,
then, and is that where you first got your band together, or a band together?
That's right. Well, actually, on stage right now is Matt Burr on the drums and Scott Tournay on guitar. And those two, we joined forces. So we still have the three founding members here on stage with me tonight. So
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So the kind of music that inspired you when you were growing up, because there is, I should mention to our listeners on the radio, that you guys looking fabulous, as you mentioned. You've got a great little mini dress.
As you guys at home, you'd have to imagine I'm wearing something. You could see everything. So just picture it. I'm also 67 years old and I weigh 245 pounds.
I already blew your cover on that. I already told him you're 26. I'm sorry.
At least you got my age right. Everybody's saying I'm 27. I don't know why. It's like they want me to be Janice or something.
In June.
Yeah.
We can be patient.
I'm not ready for that.
Yeah. So musically, you have some changes you made into your band, and you just made this new record. There's 13 tracks, almost half of them co-written with a producer. Mm-hmm. Tell us about what was different about making this record than previous records.
Well, I'd never co-written. That was a big one for me. I'm kind of selfish songwriter, with the exception of writing with my band, because they always offer fantastic insights. And the song that we played, Medicine, our first track that we played for you guys tonight, was written actually by Matt and Scott. Yeah. And then I just added the lyrics later. But then we joined forces with a gentleman named Mark Batson, who helped me to get the hip-hop, get the into it a little bit. I already have quite a bit of but he brought in a little bit more.
A little extra.
Yeah.
Made it
He's
even
a hip-hop
funkier.
guy,
Yeah.
He works with Jay-Z and Dr. Dre. I have no idea what he was thinking when he signed on to work with us, but we're sure glad he did.
I think there is a beat and a pulse to those things that people can feel, and it works. It works no matter what kind of music you're aiming at. Remember, I saw you a few years ago when you were playing here in Boulder, and I remember thinking when I saw you, man, this is somebody who's really ambitious. You really have, you want to be successful. You want to go right to the top. I mean, you sounded great, but I could tell that you really had that drive. Is that something you've had
Yeah,
all along?
I think so. I think you have to you have to have a pretty thick skin in this business, and I've got it.
Yeah. Well, it's more than a thick skin. I think it's really about being, aspirational. You want to get there.
Yeah.
You want to be in the top. You want to.
Yeah, I have. My mom gave me a picture when I was like 4 of this woman in a white dress standing in front of the Hollywood sign with her arms in the air, in kind of a spotlight pose. And I think she read my mind, and gave me that gift. I was wearing tutus to school and wearing her heels to school when I was in kindergarten. So she saw it coming much sooner than I did. But the second that I realized this was something that made me happy, I think I went into it with full steam and both feet.
That's great. Well, it's a lot of work. Yeah. And it keeps on going. You finish a gig, you feel that triumphant feeling.
Yeah.
Then you load in the gear and you drive, and then you stay in some funky place and you do it again.
But the whole grind is fun. It's not. I mean, being on stage is the good part, but the grind, you have to love the grind a little bit, or at least be able to stomach it.
Right. Well, you have the advantage. Are you and Matt still the power couple in the group? Is that still?
Oh no, I sleep with everybody. Yeah.
Well, that.
Including Catherine.
That gives new meaning to the grind, I guess. That you were talking about. That's Star. He was right there. I'm sorry.
Nick, you naughty boy.
I'm not. Hey, listen. You said you've got it in you.
Oh, I do. Didn't you hear us in the green room? We're monsters.
No, I think it's really cool that the band has a sound. And as I was saying, we didn't really give the listeners the full thing, but there is a visual sense as well as a sonic sense that you guys have studied a lot of music from the 60s, particularly, and early 70s, absorbed tones and combinations. I think it's the instruments and style, but it's certainly making, it's coming out your own, which is awesome and hard to do.
Oh, well, thank you.
I noticed you're supporting 1% for the planet.
We are.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it was founded by one of my favorite, a gentleman who runs our favorite company, Patagonia.
Right. Yvon Chouinard, yeah.
Yeah, he's fantastic, and it was a cause that called to me, especially because it's only 1%. I mean, come on.
Right.
We all have to do our part, and it seemed like a very small sacrifice for the big picture.
Yeah. Well, it's great, and people can find out more about that on your website or on the 1% website if they want to.
Absolutely.
I know you've been on the road with lots of different people, the Black Crowes and Dave Matthews and Mo and lots of other people. Things are going well, TV shows, all kinds of stuff. Is there anything that you have in your mind that you think, man, if I could just get that would be awesome?
Saturday Night Live.
All right.
That's what I want.
All right.
I want it so bad. I'm not stopping till I get it.
Okay. I like to think of eTown as just a stepping stone to Saturday Night Live.
Should I have said eTown? I'm sorry.
No, you're already here, so you got that.
I've made it this milestone. But,
Yeah.
to be honest with you, every day is a milestone for us. And that's one of the things about being a true star, not just being famous or trying to get your name out there relentlessly, whether people want it or not, is sort of considering yourself successful even in the lowest moments when you're, enjoying some noodles and company for the 3rd time that day.
Right.
And trying to pay your bills and, keep it together. That's kind of the time when I think, well, if I feel successful now, that's good enough,
Well, as a child of artist parents, you also have this thing sort of infused into you, which is if you can do the thing you love and you can make ends meet, however that is, that's success too, and that's hard to do. It's very hard to do.
Yeah. Well, Ben and Jerry's did it, so
Yeah.
a couple other Vermonters we can make.
Yeah. All right.
Trying to represent.
Well, congratulations, Grace, on everything you've achieved so far, and I'm sure there's tons more coming. So, including lots more music. Let's welcome back and let's get back to music. Grace Potter and the Nocturnals.